Hello everybody, what is going on? Steggy here with a video review of the Tritton Detonator headset. The Detonator headset falls into the entry-level headset category. Now, this isn't nearly the first headset to be introduced in this entry-level segment. We've had some pretty good contenders from both Turtle Beach and Steel series with the X12, the 4XB, the 5XB, etc. I've reviewed those headsets before, and they're pretty strong for the price. But the Tritton Detonator sets out to include a feature that the other headsets don't: versatility. The biggest feature setting the Detonator apart from the competition is its ability to go from Xbox 360 and PC gaming to a normal stereo headphone. At an MSRP of $80, but right now selling on Amazon for $70, is the Detonator worth the extra bit of scratch over the competition? Let's kick off this review by getting into the design of the Tritton Detonator, and let's start off the design with what you get in the package. Included in the box, you get the headset with a removable microphone, the inline audio controller, a 2.5mm to 2.5mm cable for the controller, and an analog audio adapter. Getting into my first positive note about this headset, the analog adapter is a real nice addition to this headset. You can pay between $10 and $20 for this at a retail store, so including this adapter already makes up for any price difference between the Detonator and other entry-level headsets. The reason why this is helpful is that this is how you can hook up your headset to your Xbox 360 while using HDMI. I always get asked about how one can use a headset X with HDMI on their Xbox, either the old version or the new version. This is how you do it. Before my fat 360 shit the bed, I needed a similar adapter for gaming HDMI on my monitor. I popped the plastic casing off with my component cables that came with the 360 so I could plug them in at the same time as the HDMI. If you don't have the original 360 component cable, or you don't want to pop off the casing, you can buy an audio adapter for about $7 online and about $15 to $20 in a retail store. If you buy the Detonator, they have you covered. Getting into the headset itself, the Detonator follows a pretty standard layout for a sub $100 all-in-one headset. However, instead of an all-attached type of design, you have a modular system. Starting off with the headset itself, you have the Detonator headset with a removable microphone, which terminates into a 3.5mm 4-pole jack. This jack then plugs into the inline adapter, which is basically the brains of the Xbox 360 functionality for this headset. This inline adapter allows you to adjust the game and chat volume, mute game and chat, activate the SVM, which I'll get more into later. This inline adapter then goes to a few places. One is you connect your controller to this adapter via the 2.5mm to 2.5mm cable included. Then the inline adapter also terminates into the RCA jacks and USB for power, so you can hook the Detonator up to your 360 via the audio adapter. Keep in mind, the controller cable for this product is a puck, molded for the Microsoft 360 controller, so you might need to purchase a legacy adapter if you have a different type of controller. Thankfully, the MLG controller that I use includes one, so I didn't have to fuss around for my setup, but I don't know if the Razer Onza includes this adapter, so this is just something to keep in mind. So what really separates the Detonator from the other headsets in its class is the versatility it offers. Let's take the Turtle Beach X12 for example. $60, one of the most popular Xbox headsets out there, works on both the Xbox 360 and PC, but must be powered by USB. So if you wanted to listen to music, you would either need to hook it up to your Xbox 360 or PC for that, or hook up some type of USB battery pack in order to listen on an MP3 player. And even then, the X12's microphone is non-detachable, so goodbye any semblance of public wear. The Detonator is fully convertible. Gaming headset with a boom microphone and game chat balanced to a headphone you can actually take out in public. The Detonator's native 3.5mm termination means you don't need USB power in order to use it, which is a great thing. Now another headset in the same price range, the Steel Series 4XB, you're able to use it without USB power too, but that ends in the two 3.5mm jacks meant for PC, and even though the microphone retracts, it's still visible. So basically, as far as versatility goes, the X12 is sorta eh, the 4XB is okay, and the Detonator is really good. The only thing I wish could have been included with the Detonator is the 3.5mm Y adapter to allow you to use the microphone on PC. So getting into the other features for the Xbox 360, the Detonator has all of the standards included. For the headset itself, like I said, you have a completely detachable microphone, you have faux leather ear pads, and a closed back design which will block out ambient sounds of your room. Unless of course you have SVM on, but again, I'll get into that a little bit later. The ear cups also swivel, which is a nice change of pace for Tritton. One of the things that irked me about headsets like the AX Pro or the AX720 is that they had such a rigid clamshell design. But with a few new versions of those headsets and some of their newer models from Tritton, we're finally seeing some articulation, which is a really good thing. The headband on the detonators is really weird. It's so hard to explain. It's kind of like a squishy, hollow, rubbery kind of headband. It feels weird as hell when you're handling it, but on your head you won't really notice any difference from any other headsets out there. Going into the inline controller of the headset, you can see more of the features of the detonator. You get the standard game and chat volume dials and 3 buttons. One will let you mute your game and chat sound, the other will mute your microphone, and the last one is the SVM switch. So basically what this does is toggle the mic monitoring on and off for your detonator. Some headsets at this price range don't include mic monitoring period, so it's nice to not only have it included, but let you decide whether you want to use it at particular moments when you're gaming. One thing to keep in mind is that the SVM is pretty sensitive to ambient noise. When SVM is on, things like mouse clicks and keyboard typing were easily heard through the microphone, but after testing on Xbox Live, it doesn't carry through to that, so the SVM you're hearing is more sensitive than what your friends will hear on Xbox Live, so it sort of tricks you. So basically the selective voice monitoring kind of cancels out the effect of having a closed back headset. So one of the scenarios where this can really be useful is, let's say that you're gaming and you can't hear anything around you because of the closed back design, but you notice that a roommate or family member enters a room and needs to talk to you. Instead of taking off your headphones to talk to them, you can just hit that button and the microphone will pick up their voices, so you can carry on a conversation without taking off your headset. So that's kind of cool. It's similar to Shure's push to talk, which is a really cool feature. Now I do want to mention 2 negatives I found in the design of this headset during my testing. One of the things I find myself constantly doing in a game is changing my volumes depending on who I'm playing with, what game or map I'm playing, etc. So with the detonator's design, you have the 2 or 3 foot cable that plugs into the inline controller, where all of these controls are located. Good for versatility like I said earlier, but I found myself having to pull up the cord, almost like pulling the handkerchiefs from a clown's shirt pocket until I could find the inline controller to change the volumes and stuff. So I kept having to do this because the controller would fall off my lap a lot, and I couldn't exactly rest it on my desk. The other negative that I found controlling wise with this headset is that the game volume dial is pretty sensitive. Maybe that's not the word I'm looking for. Basically, this headset can get really loud. I mean, much louder than I would ever need it to be personally. With the game volume dial, you can raise it 4 full turns on the circular dial. And the setting I had it on was barely 1 full turn from the lowest setting, the 0 setting. If I went a hair more than that, it would be really loud. And if I went a hair less than that, it would be really soft. It sort of reminds me of ceiling fans where it's like 3 settings. You have off, barely moving, and then holy shit, this fan's gonna fly off the ceiling and murder me. But I digress. Getting into the sound now, I was a little disappointed with the detonator. The first part I want to go over with the detonator is that yes, because of the USB amplification, you will have background hiss. I've basically come to begrudgingly accept this fact for entry-level headsets, but I'm still not happy about it. But this is why I'm a fan of the ability of the detonator to be used unamplified on MP3 players, because then you won't have the background hiss when you're listening to music. I mean, it's like if you were like Steggy. I have the X12 and I would love to lug around a USB battery pack to use it on my MP3 player. You don't just have the physical drawbacks of the setup, but even if you did it, you would have the background hiss when you're listening to your music, which would suck. Anyways, playing Modern Warfare 3 with the detonator, I had similar experiences as I do with other entry-level headsets. Directional sound will favor a left and right orientation, as this is a standard stereo headset with no virtual surround sound. Could I hear footsteps? Yes. Could I hear the exact direction they were coming from? No. Does that mean I didn't know where they were coming from? No. I mean, if you have enough experience in your first-person shooter of choice, using your intuition from where enemies like to come from allows you to make use of even the most entry-level headset. So even if this headset favors a left and right orientation, I was still able to make do and use it to my advantage to get a lot of kills. For the sound quality of the detonator though, this is where I was disappointed compared to other headsets in a similar price range. To put it simply, the detonator's sound is very muffled. There isn't a lot of definition in music, instruments are sort of muddled together. With this in mind, like I said earlier, you'll be able to hear footsteps in gaming fine with this headset, so there's enough definition for that, and I figure most who buy this headset will use it predominantly in gaming anyways, but in music, I wasn't impressed. Additionally, the detonator doesn't feature a strong low end, so I didn't find a big immersion factor in my testing. In the sound quality department, I prefer the X12 and the 4XB. If you're worried about this headset though, keep in mind that this critique is coming from someone with more audio equipment than you can shake a stick at. I imagine this will be most people's first gaming headset, so if you're comparing it to your TV speakers or your Apple iBuds, yeah, you're going to see an improvement. but from my experience with the other headsets and headphones, the quality here is lacking. So with everything said, what are we left with here? I feel pretty torn with the Detonator. I mean, I really like the direction taken with this headset. Tritton has made some really smart choices design-wise, both with the features and overall ergonomics. Did I have a few gripes with the design? Yeah, but nothing major. Overall, this is the best design in the entry-level headset segment, but it's not nearly the best sounding. So there's a bit of a trade-off. I mean, the Turtle Beach X12 and the SteelSeries 4XB can be used in less applications, but those applications, they perform really well for the price. The Detonator can do more because of its detachable microphone and the modular system, but has poorer sound quality than the other two. So if you're looking for a headset for like just gaming, you could go with the X12 or the 4XB. But if you want to kill two birds with one stone, which is understandable considering the price range of these headsets, check out the Tritton Detonator to fulfill your gaming and music needs. So that'll do it for my review on the Tritton Detonator headset for the Xbox 360. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment or like, and if you really like this video, hit that favorite button as it really does help me out. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, be sure to hit that button as I have a lot more reviews on the latest tech products coming your way. You won't want to miss it. But until then, once again, this is Steggy with my review on the Tritton Detonator headset, and until my next video, I will catch you